What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Sauce. Yo, quick announcement. This is your last chance to get into the Survivor. We're doing Against the Spread Survivor. It's free to enter if you're a VIP subscriber. $1,000 cash out of my pocket to the winner. How it works, you pick 4 teams against the spread every week. Let's say those are your 4 picks. If you go 2-2 or better, you remain alive. If you go 1-3 or worse, you are out. Last man standing takes the money. Click the link in the top right corner for more information on that, or go to kylekerms.com or download the Sauce Network app. Pittsburgh and Tennessee are tied right now, 27-27 with a minute left, but I have too many videos to get done, so I went to commercial and I ran into the studio to record this real quick. We're talking NFL in this one. Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go. Welcome to the Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce. All right, Pittsburgh on the road in Cincinnati here. The line opened up Cincinnati -6.5. Early action slightly leaning towards the Bengals, nothing crazy, 63% of the money on Cincy. The money eventually evens out. It's pretty split down the middle now, and the line doesn't move a muscle. We're still looking at Bengals -6.5 as of Saturday night. All right, let's run through a quick breakdown, and we'll start with a trend. The team who loses the Super Bowl is 4-18 against the spread in week 1 following their Super Bowl loss. So yeah, a pretty significant lean there, but at the same time, the team who wins the Super Bowl is 18-4 straight up in week 1 following their win, and the Rams just lost. So there's the trend. Tail it, fade it, ignore it, whatever you want. It's up to you. All right, well, we'll start with, I think the most significant place to start in this game is the Bengals offensive line. Last year, it was an area of need, to say the least. Despite going to the Super Bowl, the Bengals were just 31st in the NFL in adjusted sack rate. 31st in the league in pass protection. Cincinnati adds 3 pieces to their offensive line, one being La'el Collins, so they addressed the problem, or they tried to address the problem. We'll see if it addressed the problem as the season progresses. But the point is, this is the AFC champions right here. Went to the Super Bowl. They really didn't lose much, and they addressed their biggest area of need. Something to take note of. I think it's very safe to say that this Bengals team does improve from last year's team. Now, do they go on a magical playoff run and go to the Super Bowl? That's who knows. But this team was 10-7 last year, and I think they will be slightly better. Oh yeah, and perfect timing for Cincinnati to bolster their pass protection, by the way, because they played Pittsburgh in week 1, and the Steelers had the best pass rush in the NFL last year. Not gonna lie, that does scare me a little that they play the Steelers in week 1 with TJ Watt, that pass rush. The offensive line in general is usually a unit that takes a few weeks, sometimes even a month or 2, to really gel and develop some chemistry. So is the Bengals offensive line going to be better this year? Yeah, I think it's safe to say they will. Will they be significantly better in week 1? I mean, maybe not. Now, what about Pittsburgh's offense against the Cincy defense? And you can't talk about the Steelers' offense. I mean, it's going to be really tough sledding for the Steelers this year. That offensive line is looking like it's going to be an absolute mess. PFF has their offensive line ranked 30th in the NFL analytically this year entering the season. They're beating only the Seahawks and the Bears. They're not in good company down there. I like Najee Harris a lot. I love George Pickens. I'm a big George Pickens guy. But how much open field do we really expect these guys to see this year with that kind of offensive line? Some good news for the Steelers. This Cincinnati defense does have some holes. In fact, schedule adjusted pass defense, the Bengals are just 24th last year. So if the Steelers want to play them tough and be in this football game, they're going to have to drop back and throw the ball. So the question is, what does Mitchell Trubisky have in the gas tank? I know we all joke around and rip Mitch Trubisky all the time. I'm guilty of it myself. But one thing you do have to give Trubisky, he did win a decent amount of football games with Matt Nagy in Chicago. You can't take that away from him. Yeah, it wasn't always pretty. Yeah, we've seen him make some horrible plays. But I mean, W's and L's, man. And I'm doing it. I'm going to rock with Mitchell Trubisky here. I think Cincinnati's going to be a much better football team in the second half of the season than they are in the first half. I think 6.5 is too many. I'm happy to take them. Give me Pittsburgh plus 6.5. Lock it in. If anything changes with that pick, I will let you know on Twitter. So give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you wanted the bet of the day, top 7 bets, the parlays of the day, and the dog of the day, those are available on the Sauce Network app. You can download that or go to kylekerms.com. NFL week 1, let's ride. Let's make some money. I'll talk to you on Twitter.